Hello and welcome to the Litany of Catholic Martyrs for July 24th. As always, please pray for the families of those who were martyred on Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka. I offer this mission, this ministry, this devotion as a way for us all to remember the martyrs. As I'm sure you are all aware, the martyrs aren't mentioned much anymore. Tomorrow is the solemnity, I'm sure it's Solemnity Memorial, the vigil for St. James the Apostle tomorrow. Today's the vigil for St. James the Apostle, who was martyred. I wonder if you hear about it, people even think about it as an apostle. All the apostles were martyred except for St. John, who went to the island Patmos. I wish I could remember. That's what happens when you get old. Anyway, I offer this as a ministry in order that we can remember these martyrs. I found this little PDF online. It's old. It's from 1914, I think. But it has daily martyrs. I also have a book. It has daily saints, but it also has martyrs in there as well. So I do this so that we can remember. And in remembering, we are to emulate them, to be like them, to offer ourselves for the church as a sacrifice the same way they did. People have to remember, and they don't want to hear this either, but people have to remember that life is not ours. Our life belongs to God. So, with that being said, it's not the most important thing. The very most important thing for us to do is to worship God. Not to preserve life or to preserve someone else's life. We do that in the service of God. But our job is to worship God. That is it. And if in worshiping God, it's between our life and worship, worship always wins. We need to remember that. People forget that. They don't want to hear that. Catholics and pagans as well. Catholics and the rest of the world. That's what we have here. We have Catholics and the rest of the world. So just remember these martyrs. Respect them, emulate them, love them, remember them. So these are the martyrs that we remember today. Like I said before, today is the vigil for St. James the Apostle. And we know about St. James. St. James, he's my second favorite apostle. St. Athanasius is my first, because he was a tough old bird. The Arians tried to kill him. They tried to do everything in the world. They just couldn't get rid of him. He was exiled so many times. He just came back. He was a strong, good Catholic man. And then next is St. James. So remember the vigil of St. James the Apostle. In Tiro, in Tuscany, on Lake Bolsena, St. Christina, virgin and martyr, believing in Christ and breaking up her father's gold and silver idols, that must have went over big, to give them to the poor, she was cruelly scourged by his command, her own father, subjected to other most severe torments, and thrown with a heavy stone into the lake, from which she was drawn out by an angel. You would think right then, whoever saw that, or knew that, they would be converted. Then, under another judge who succeeded her father, she bore courageously still more bitter tortures. Finally, after she had been shut up by the governor Julian in a burning furnace for 5 days, without any injury, and after being cured of the sting of serpents, she ended her martyrdom by having her tongue cut out and being pierced with arrows. I wonder how many people converted seeing all this going on. I bet you a ton. At Rome, on the Tiburtine Road, St. Vincent Martyr. At Amartino in Abruzzo, the martyrdom of 83 holy soldiers. At Merida in Spain, St. Victor, a military man who, with his 2 brothers, Stergatius and Antinogen, Antinogenes. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Antinogenes. Antinogenes. That, I'm sure there's another way. I got the accent in the wrong place. But anyway, by various torments, consummated his martyrdom in the persecution of Diocletian. In Nicaea, the holy martyrs Nicetas and Aquilina, who were converted to Christ by the preaching of the blessed martyr Christopher, and gained the palm of martyrdom by being decapitated. Also the holy martyrs Menneus and Capito. Finally, at Sens and Ursicinus, bishop, Saint Ursicinus, bishop and martyr. These are the men, women, and children who we honor today. Let's not forget them. Let's remember them and be like them. And we are, I'm sure on a daily basis, placed in a position where we must defend our faith or at least act like Catholics. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.